I want to learn all about this Mar-A-Lago thing because it sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they already had a full Wikipedia page for it.
Makes sense.
Because apparently there's been shit going on since like 2021.
Yeah.
Like, or I think even like after, because like, you know, Trump decided just to take home some documents.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Yeah.
After you quit, you're fired from your job. And it only, it took like, 2 years basically to like fully have this raid happen.
That's pretty wild, actually.
That's pretty wild, yeah. And the reason why is because it took like apparently they had probable cause finally.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. So they finally got a warrant. But I have like the fact that like it happened like this week, right? Or was it last week? I think it was last week.
I think it was last week. Yeah.
It was like right after we recorded last week's, which is
great.
Yeah, really cool and fun. So we're a week behind on this.
Cool and awesome.
But it's good because like a lot of shit came out the days after about like the possibility of there being like nuclear like deal shit and like fucking
all that crap,
like crazy.
That's what
shit.
I thought, but I'm not sure if that's true.
So there's really no idea yet what exactly is in these documents and the exact reasons why. And the DOJ, Department of Justice, have decided not to say anything about it because it's related to a criminal case. And that's all we know.
Well, that's dumb.
But I think once you get to the raiding a person's house, it's kind of obvious who they're going after.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, I don't know. I feel like it should be public information because it's a fucking former president that might run for re-election.
And is thinking about announcing it today or tomorrow, you know, just to like fucking
like people need to fucking know. Like this whole leak that happened with Hillary Clinton and her emails, you can't just like do that, cost her the presidency because also she was a piece of shit. But then use this like we don't want to say anything about this guy that stole fucking federal documents.
What's the worst that could happen? You know,
a bunch of people vote for him and he steals more federal fucking documents. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's shitty to me.
That's true. Yeah. So like what is it? I'm considering just reading this whole fucking thing.
Let's go.
Up until like the reactions of like family members and shit, 'cause I don't care what they have to say.
I don't give a shit about his family members.
But okay, so we have background events leading to the search, FBI search, and release of search warrant documents. And I don't care about reactions because we're reactionaries right now. So, FBI search of Mar-A-Lago. A request that this article title be changed is under discussion. Just a fun little detail.
Somebody was like, take it down.
Take it down. Change the fucking name to this. No,
we got Wikipedia.
We got Wikipedia. Oh, big tech coming in and saying that it was a search when it was actually a tyranny.
Call it what it is.
Call it
terrorism.
What it is. Terrorism. FBI terrorist raid of
murder. Murder.
I think it would be really funny if anytime like
American rights.
Like anytime the CIA I think it would be horrible if they were like, oh, remember that time that the government decided to search Osama bin Laden's house and found it? It would just be funny.
Remember that raid on Osama bin Laden? That's so silly.
God. All right, so but they said like the 18th. It's been like 10 days.
Remember that time we had a calm discussion with Saddam Hussein? A tea party.
A nice, chill little tea party.
Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. On August 8th, 2022, the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) executed a search warrant at Mar-A-Lago, the residence of former U.S. President Donald Trump in Palm Beach, Florida. The search warrant was based on a complaint by the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, authorized by Merrick Garland, the United States Attorney General, and approved by a magistrate judge. The order was unsealed and released a few days after the search and showed that the FBI is investigating Trump for 3 possible federal crimes: removal of or destruction of government records, destroying or concealing records with, quote, with the intent to impede, obstruct, or influence federal government activity, and violations of the Espionage Act regarding unauthorized retention of national defense information.
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. 3 in 1.
The Espionage Act.
I think it's wild. Like, remember that time when, who was it? Steve Bannon got fucking raided by the Postal Service?
Yes, I do remember that, yeah.
So it's interesting having that happen, but now with the National Registry of Documents. Just a button. 2 times have nerds come in and been like, we need this shit. What's going on?
This shit is fucking crazy. And you know this is the only time that this would happen. Like, this would not happen under any other, political person. We elected a criminal. And he has committed crimes.
And there's agencies that no one has heard of up until today.
Popping up being like, this is a fucking crime. And it's been a crime since 1776. It's been a crime since the beginning, and no one's broken this crime.
No one's broken this crime. So we have to dust off the shelves a little bit.
It wasn't a crime the first time this happened, and then it became a crime. And now
we're gonna
you have committed a crime.
You've committed a goddamn crime.
Oh my god, it's really funny.
Agents seized 11 sets of documents that were marked as classified. 1 set at the highest classification level, quote, top secret / sensitive compartmented information. 4 sets at the top secret level, 3 sets at the secret level, and 3 sets at the confidential level. That's wild. Why did he say this?
It's really funny.
Why the fuck?
Okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
I'm not gonna do the background. It just says like, oh, there's an act that tells you that you have to surrender your documents.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Like, I've never I don't know all the fucking laws that we have. There's probably 5 million laws that, get broken every day that don't get crimes. They're not like, oh. And then there are some that don't get committed every fucking day because they're that fucking serious crimes. It's like when a serial killer gets found out and then they're like, wait, there were 18 bodies in his fridge? Whoa,
yeah.
Like some sort of thing that's like so wildly illegal that you can't even imagine any idiot would do that.
Yeah, like literally.
I don't know.
Yeah, fucking.
That's personally why I like true crime, because I just think it's dumb.
A lot of some crimes are pretty dumb to
murder,
commit. Yeah,
stupid.
It's pretty dumb. Yeah,
it's pretty dumb.
There's never really any logic to murder. Those are always like a crime of passion, where it's just your emotions take over,
or like somebody's mentally ill. You know?
Exactly.
But like, it's like fucking. I don't know. Like Ted Bundy. That guy was a fucking idiot.
He was a goofy idiot.
Fucking dumb little idiot. Thinking he could commit crimes,
and get away with it.
And then he did, because the cops are so stupid. Also,
that's really the main problem.
That's the thing I focus on the most. It's really just I hate cops so much. I like hearing stories where they were fucking incompetent.
God, so fucking funny. All right, okay. So I have a few. I'm not gonna list all the laws because there's a lot. There's a lot of laws. There's a lot. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But there is one thing that I think is just funny.
Yeah.
The official policy on the handling of classified material set in Executive Order 13526, issued by President Obama in 2009.
Oh, shit.
So
got
already, thanks,
Straight
Obama.
Up, thanks, Barack.
Yeah. But, okay. Trump's handling of U.S. government records during his term in office.
Yeah.
Handling of classified material. During his 4 years as U.S. president, Trump took a cavalier attitude towards U.S. classified information.
You could describe that better than a cavalier attitude. Something that they fucking described people as in The Count of Monte Cristo. No, this fucking big fucking idiot doesn't know that he's committing crimes with these fucking documents. Yeah. Or he does explicitly, but he thinks he can get away with it because he's a fucking
idiot narcissist. Yeah. After U.S. intelligence assessed in 2017 that the Russian government sought to manipulate the 2016 presidential election and promote Trump's candidacy, Trump ranted against what he claimed was a, quote, deep state, and viewed the assessment as an insult. Months into his presidency, Trump revealed highly classified information to Russian officials in an Oval Office meeting, forcing the CIA to
about that.
I forgot about that.
Like, he's done so much throughout his
We haven't even gotten to the raid yet.
We were so traumatized throughout the fucking, with how much crap just happened. And, it always felt like, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. Oh, this has got to be the thing that gets him. Anybody else. And John fucking Adams would get fucking strung up and tarred and feathered if he did this. No,
nothing happened. All
nothing
this
happened
crazy
to our
shit
big,
happened.
beautiful boy.
And we had to wait, what, 5 years for anything to
any consequences on this man. And then Marjorie fucking Taylor Greene posts a photo of the American flag upside down. The first time that this guy has any consequences.
Calling this like a fucking, like a, what is it?
People had to clean ketchup off the wall.
Of his fucking house.
Stupid fucking White House. The fucking White House.
Because he just kept Uber Eatsing fucking DoorDash and McDonald's. Like, fuck. God.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. In a July 2018 summit in Helsinki with Russian leader Vladimir Putin, Trump accepted Russia's denials that it had interfered in the 2016 election, rejecting the U.S. government's conclusions to the contrary.
Okay.
Trump frequently blasted the U.S. intelligence agencies on Twitter, and on 2 occasions, Trump revealed classified information on his Twitter feed. I forgot about that. Wait, in 2017, he made a Twitter post revealing a CIA program in Syria. What a goofy
what a fucking goofy guy.
Oh my god. I forgot about all this.
Oh yeah.
My god. And in 2019 he posted a classified satellite photo of a site in Iran that revealed US satellite surveillance capabilities.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Everyone around was like,
can you stop fucking going on? Can you stop this thing? Calm down.
Like, they did not know how to tell the president.
And no one would
stop going on Twitter.
And no one was like, we shouldn't just let him take these boxes, right?
Wait a minute. Can he do that?
Can he do that? Like 14 days ago, he tried overthrowing this, and he tweeted all this shit on Twitter.
And now he's just taking, where's Donald? Like,
guys, he got kicked off of Twitter. He's fine.
Well, it's like everybody was probably so fucking busy, and somebody goes, wait, does anyone have any eyes on Donald Trump?
And he's just like scouring through the office, like
he's running.
Documents. Yeah. God. Oh God. Trump's erratic behavior led to mistrust from the U.S. intelligence and law enforcement agencies, who were also alarmed by Trump's mixing with guests during his frequent trips to Mar-a-Lago, viewing the practice as, quote, ripe to be exploited by a foreign spy eager for access to the epicenter of American power.
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago is frequented by its hundreds of members, as well as guests who visit or rent the facilities. In 2017, after North Korea conducted a ballistic missile test, at least one Mar-a-Lago patron posted photos on social media of Trump talking on his cell phone and conferring with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in the resort's dining room. In 2019, authorities arrested a Chinese national carrying phones and other electronic devices who had left a reception area at the club. The incident heightened security concerns regarding the club. I didn't hear about this.
What the fuck? He was just like dining at Mar-a-Lago.
And then people were just stealing phones from the coat rack. That's
amazing.
Wild. Dude,
he brought back like old spy shit.
Yeah, like
because they were like, we could just go into this public resort and get secrets from the president because he likes to golf there.
He loves golfing. Guys, we gotta let him golf.
That's like a GTA mission, you know?
Yeah, it literally is. Where it's like, all right, we got the FIB coming in. So yeah. We gotta steal from this golf club.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, dude? Wow. Okay.
What is it? During Trump's presidency, a sensitive compartmented information facility, SCIF, was operational at Mar-a-Lago for communications with the White House Situation Room and Pentagon. The SCIF was removed after he left office. It took him 3 years to finally put something that could communicate securely between Florida and DC.
I think they didn't expect him to be there all the time. I think they expected him to do his job, but then he didn't, and so then they were like, "Well, okay,
all right, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna do some fucking work, all right, Trump."
Like, I'm sure every single time he called him on his personal cell phone, the thing that he lambasted Hillary fucking Clinton for doing,
exactly.
They were like, "Donald,
you can't use Verizon.
Can't
like, come
this.
on,
yeah, you can't."
God, this is such a funny fucking article. Oh my god. In October 2020, Trump said on Twitter that he had, quote, fully authorized the total declassification of all documents related to what he called the Russia hoax and the Hillary Clinton email controversy. However, news organizations were told that these documents were still classified, and Trump's then chief of staff, Mark Meadows, in a sworn federal court filing, said that Trump told him that Trump's, quote, statements on Twitter were not self-executing declassification orders and do not require the declassification or release of any particular documents. When Trump left office, President Joe Biden barred him from receiving the intelligence briefings traditionally given to former presidents, citing Trump's, quote, erratic behavior.
Good. That's good.
This next one's just called destruction of presidential records. This next little tab is just, it's a subheading. It's not even a main plot point. This is part of a tab called Trump's handling of U.S. in background. We're still on the background.
Bro, imagine you're Trump's lawyer crying yourself to sleep every day.
Why is Wikipedia
actually probably not wiping your tears away with thousands and thousands of dollars? Like, probably you're fine. You're like, I don't give a shit if this guy goes to jail. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like when he had all those lawyers go to the the state things to try and overturn the election. The lawyers were like, we don't have the proof, but we're supposed to be here. We
got paid, so yeah, like they're probably fine.
They're probably doing fine. Yeah. Despite the Presidential Record Act requiring the retention of official records, Trump frequently shredded papers while president. Advisors regularly saw him destroy documents at the White House and Mar-a-Lago, as well as aboard Air Force One. Trump continued this practice throughout his presidency, despite repeated admonishments from at least 2 of his chiefs of staff and from the White House counsel.
He's doing all this crap by himself. He's like a wild fucking animal that got to babysit.
You're not supposed to do this, man.
Like, dude, stop it. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Trump's indiscriminate shredding of paper extended to, quote, both sensitive and mundane materials. At least there were some mundane ones in there. Thank goodness we got the mundane ones covered.
Why would he? Why? Why?
Okay.
Is he doing it to like avoid like he can pretend to be like an old man that doesn't know he's not supposed to shred documents?
I've put in some of the important ones with the mundane ones. No one will be able to tell.
I don't know. I
can just say I have Alzheimer's or something.
I don't know. Yeah, like when did you tell me not to do that? Like, is he trying to like gaslight them or something?
Literally, that's what it probably. Let's be honest here.
Probably, yeah.
God, and that's why.
Gaslighting your
own fucking White House chief of staff.
Bro, Trump probably has hella anxiety then if he's caught in such a deep lie.
Yeah, the biggest fucking lie any president has ever had. Yo, Bush must be like, I tried so hard to lie and I worked my ass off to get 2000 to go through. I had Jeb Bush fucking stop the recount to win.
Yeah.
And I'm still not the craziest one.
Oh, man.
In an attempt to deal with Trump's habit, his aides, early in his presidency, developed several practices and protocols, with staffers from the Office of the Staff Secretary or the Oval Office operation teams attempting to retrieve the piles of torn paper, and staffers from the White House Office of Records Management attempting to piece documents back together using clear tape.
Much like an episode of That's So Raven.
There was like a wacky thing.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the fucking, there's that scene, what is that movie? Argo? Directed by like Ben Affleck or some shit.
Yeah.
And they like just have a bunch of fucking people. Because like the whole point of that movie is like they take the Iranian U.S. embassy hostage or whatever.
I don't fucking
know. And then there's like 20, like a major plot point is that they shredded a bunch of shit because there wasn't enough flame. And there's just like 20 people in like a room just.
Well, yeah, that's like a scene in every single sitcom ever.
Yeah.
Oh no, I shredded this important doc. I gotta tape it back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's in like Nancy Drew video games. Like that's
we're on Nancy Drew levels in this government. Isn't that fun?
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
God, I can't wait to hear what Boris Johnson's done. I feel like he's not as dangerous, but has done wackier things. You know what I mean?
No, I mean Boris Johnson just looks like a little freak. But I mean, I don't know if he's British.
Yeah, those fucking Brits.
They don't really do funny things unless they're like really, really, really funny.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
Yeah.
Not all materials were recovered. Trump White House staffers used burn bags frequently to destroy documents rather than retain them for handling in accordance with preservation requirements.
I want to amend my previous statement. The British are extremely funny, but I'm not going to understand their politics, so it's more of a personal failing.
Okay, all right.
I'm an idiot. All the British people watching this, I don't understand your politics. British solidarity. British flag.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. I always do like this and think I'm gonna do something in post.
Yeah, you're not
gonna
that's
see
not gonna
anything.
be up there, but yeah, no.
On at least 2 occasions, Trump apparently flushed documents down the toilet at the White House.
We all know that.
We all love it. Departure from office. You got text? Yeah, read it. Oh, Discord.
LinkedIn.
Oh, LinkedIn. Oh, I keep meaning Discord shit. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting. Popular.
I'm popular.
Damn.
Trump's presidential term ended at noon on January 20th, 2021. His departure from the White House was, quote, rushed and chaotic because he spent his final days in office attempting to overturn his defeat in the 2020 United States presidential election. His false allegations of voter fraud had led to the January 6th United States Capitol attack and his second impeachment. In the last weeks of the Trump presidency, White House staff quit and aides resigned, leaving a small number of assistants in place who would have been able to properly preserve records.
Oh.
Interesting.
They all just fucking
They all quit
left.
because they're like, I don't want to fucking be associated with this. And that allowed Trump to fucking... What a comedy. Like, no one came in. Oh, my God.
This is actually really sad
This
now.
is wild.
Think like of an empty White House without any fucking people in it, and he's just there sad because he's driven everybody away, as if he has any empathy. But, you know, assuming that...
He's mostly just angry, probably, that, like, where's
he's just
everyone?
probably, like, pissed and that everybody is, like, leaving him.
Who's going to help me shred these documents?
Yeah, and he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to take it myself.
Just going to take it myself.
Jesus.
Trump taking documents to shred later.
Yeah,
and then just
he
forgot.
forgets.
And they're just in a broom closet.
Yeah, he somehow figured out he shouldn't shred these ones. I wonder what's up with them.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A former Trump aide said that they were, quote, 30 days behind what a typical administration would be. White House Staff Secretary Derek Loins attempted to maintain an orderly preservation of records in the West Wing, but he departed the administration in late December, and White House Chiefs of Staff Mark Meadows and Trump took little interest in doing so, leaving the task to others. The Wall Street Journal quoted a former aide as saying, quote, if you only start packing with 2 days left to go, you're just running low on time. And if he's the one just throwing things in boxes, who knows what could happen?
Shut the fuck up.
God. Former aide, fucking, all right. The day before he left office, in a letter sent to Archivist of the United States David S. Ferrero, Trump designated 7 senior Trump administration officials as his representatives to handle all future requests for presidential records, including his chief of staff Mark Meadows, his White House counsel Pat A. Cipollone, and Deputy White House counsel Patrick F. Philbin. On June 19th, 2022, Trump notified NARA that he had made Kash Patel, a former Trump administration official, and journalist John Solomon his representatives for access to presidential records of my administration. Excuse me. In 2021, Trump reportedly told close associates that he regarded some presidential documents, such as warm correspondence with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, as his personal property, although U.S. records legally belong to the government. What the fuck?
Like, that guy really did try to save his ass by being like, he doesn't know what he did. And then he's like, at that time, he's talking to his buddy, pal, some guy from fucking China, a spy. Yeah, I got these documents up in my safe. It's my property, even though it's
the fucking
the
North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un. And it's like, yeah, no, this is all gonna be fun, dude. It's all good. This is my property.
Is he like, I'm gonna win the next election, and if I don't, I'm going to nuke America?
Probably. He probably thought he was gonna fucking win the election by overturning it. And he was like, I'm gonna keep these documents anyway.
Well, because he got them after he had to leave.
That is true, yeah. But I think, like, because if they were a month behind, they were probably planning on not doing anything with the documents because he thought he would have been able to return the. I feel like that's what happened.
No, I think that's giving him too much credit. I think he stole them on purpose.
Yeah, it's probably
I think he stole them on purpose for sure, as like leverage to get back in the White House or something.
That might, yeah, that's true. Actually,
like something crazy like that.
Huh. I don't know. I really have no fucking idea because I don't know what the fuck are in those documents. I really want to know what the
everybody
search warrant
needs
is.
to know, but
like,
we might not know for like another 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, yeah, that's wow.
God.
Because if it's specifically stuff about like him talking with Kim Jong-un.
Come on. He's trying to hide shit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on there that maybe he just doesn't want to ever be declassified or ever have anyone else. Maybe it's that he doesn't want Joe Biden to know.
Maybe
shit that he did.
Yeah, because he probably
he
had
doesn't
a hand
want
in like
Democrats to know or other Republicans to know.
Yeah, like the ones that like someone. I wouldn't be surprised like if he's okay if it's a Joe Biden thing. He probably doesn't want to see all the shit that he did.
I really don't think he cares about Joe Biden. Like, I don't think he cares about that guy. I just think like maybe anyone that's could
in power
use it
that could use it. Yeah.
To stop him from being president again.
Ever again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that includes probably like, yeah, because that would have there's probably plenty of shit in that like probably had related to like January 6th and like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's right.
Well, okay. So like imagine you're 8 years old, right?
Yeah.
Somebody asks you, hey, who do you want to be when you grow up? You say the president of the United States. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why does an 8-year-old want to be president of the United States? To have
power.
Yeah. And because it's like you could do whatever you want. That's not true. And once they grow older, they're going to be like, no, that's not true. And it's more work than it is. Everybody's going to hate you pretty much for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get there, A, and then B, once you get there, you're going to get blamed for everything. And also you're going to commit war crimes. So there's that too.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that'll weigh on your conscience.
Yeah, it's like a fucking terrible job. It's the worst job ever. You just get a lot of money and you get a lot of respect from 20 people. You know? And so then you don't want to do that anymore. But let's say you're a raging narcissist and you never grow up emotionally past 8 years old.
Power.
I can do whatever I want. So you get to be president and you do whatever you want. And everybody around you, for some fucking comical series of events, never stops you from doing whatever you want.
Yes, you can become president still. You'll always be president. You'll run for a third term.
It's like a bad parent with a kid where he's drawing on the wall and the mom is like,
ooh, very creative.
Yeah, it's creative, honey. How about we use these washable crayons that I bought you? And then the kid's like, no, I want to use these permanent markers. I want to use permanent markers.
I want to be remembered forever.
And then the shitty parents are like, all right, we'll just paint over it again. You know, like that's what it's like. So then he must have done some fucking stupid shit and he stole the documents to cover it up.
Yeah. But why didn't he fucking shred them though? Why is this? That's crazy.
What makes me think it's got to be like leverage or something.
Probably, honestly.
Because if it was really, 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 really bad crimes, they would be gone.
They would be fucking, yeah, they would have already been shredded and burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They have to be important, right?
They have to be important. There's no way they're not important. That's wild. Yeah, so we're finally at events leading to the search.
Okay.
We're out of background.
Finally, we're going
to go through events that led to this. And we're going to go to the beautiful month of May 2021. NARA retrieves missing classified records from Mar-a-Lago. During May 2021, the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, the federal agency that preserves government records, contacted Trump's representatives regarding missing presidential documents. NARA realized that the missing documents included several important items, including Trump's correspondence with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, as well as the Hurricane Dorian map that Trump altered with a Sharpie pen. I forgot about that.
Okay, now I'm starting to think he's like, I drew a little picture. You want to keep it?
Now it's slowly turning to, oh, he's an idiot.
He's sentimental about the time during his presidency.
Nara negotiated with Trump's lawyers throughout 2021 seeking the return of the material. By fall 2021, after months of discussion with Trump's lawyers, Nara became frustrated with the slow pace of documents being turned over.
Makes sense.
They're the fucking agents. They're the agencies that are supposed to keep this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have busted down the door immediately.
Fucking yeah, for sure.
In January 2022, Nara visited Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Florida residence, and retrieved 15 boxes of documents, gifts, and other government property. We're already at 15 boxes.
I was going to say, I bet there were a shit ton. I bet he took a shit ton, and I bet he did probably destroyed evidence.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Like, I bet he's done some crazy shit while he was president that he was like, I don't want anyone else to know. I'm going to destroy it and steal it. And then there are other things that he wants.
Yeah.
That maybe don't involve him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Nara said these records should have been transferred to Nara from the White House at the end of Trump administration in January 2021. Archivists determined that some of the documents contained, quote, sensitive national security information, including some documents clearly marked classified and top secret. Top secret is the U.S. government classification for information that, if an unauthorized disclosure occurred, could be expected to cause exceptionally grave damage to the national security. The boxes retrieved from Mar-a-Lago contained materials related to special access programs, a classification reserved for extremely sensitive U.S. operations conducted abroad, and with protocols that significantly limit access to the information. This material includes signals intelligence.
Yeah, so no, he literally is like, I'm going to have this so I could harm America.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's bought off by fucking Russia. Yeah, like.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm coming at this from, is like him and Russia have been tied together so hard. I wonder if he had some sort of deal.
Probably had a deal, and he's.
Get me into the presidency, and I'll get you all these documents.
For sure. Honestly, that's probably what it is. God, whatever country's willing to work with him.
I don't know. I'm just going crazy conspiracy mode right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Yeah.
Like, come on.
This has rarely happened, I feel like. Or at least I feel like this has never happened on this big of a scale.
If you're a historian of...
Please let us know. I would love to know.
The last president that has stolen federal documents.
Yes, I would fucking love to know.
Please tell us that.
Christ. Man.
God, I would love to know that. And when was it? How long has it been?
When and how and why. Yes, I need all this information.
Holy shit.
What is it? In February 2022, Nara referred the matter to the Department of Justice. The documents were stored in a sensitive compartmented information facility where DOJ officials considered how to proceed. The revelation raised concern with Congress. The House Committee on Oversight and Reform, led by U.S. Representative Carolyn B. Maloney, began an investigation. In a letter to Nara, Maloney wrote, quote, I am deeply concerned that former President Trump may have violated the law through his intentional efforts to remove and destroy records that belong to the American people. She requested the National Archives to provide documents about discussions among top Trump advisors about preserving and storing White House records. FBI DOJ launches criminal investigation and issues subpoenas. The FBI interviewed Trump administration officials and aides at Mar-a-Lago about the handling of presidential records, including former White House counsel Pat Cipollone and his former deputy Patrick Philbin. At the request of the National Archives from February 2022, following an initial review, the Department of Justice opened a criminal investigation and initiated a grand jury process in April 2022. The same month, the DOJ instructed Nara not to share further details about the materials recovered from Mar-a-Lago with the House Oversight Committee, indicating that the FBI had opened a criminal investigation. The DOJ issued a subpoena to the National Archives for access to the classified documents on May 12th. Investigators from the DOJ and the FBI met with Trump's attorney at Mar-a-Lago on June 3rd, seeking more information about the improper removal of classified material. The FBI served Trump's attorneys with the grand jury subpoena and removed the subpoenaed documents. Trump's advisors repeatedly urged him to fully comply with the subpoena, despite his desire to keep holding on to some documents. At this point, the investigators were tipped about the possibility of more classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, according to the Wall Street Journal. Additionally, The Guardian reported the DOJ grew concerned about the presence of classified materials still at Mar-a-Lago through its interactions with Trump's lawyers. When agents observed the room where the documents were being stored, quote, someone familiar with the stored papers told investigators that there may still be more classified documents at the private club beyond the boxes Trump surrendered to Nara. According to Newsweek and the Wall Street Journal, an informant told the FBI where Trump was keeping classified documents. Jesus Christ. I was actually reading, because I was looking at some articles to try and figure out what the fucking thing is. People are assuming that it's probably someone like Trump family.
Yeah.
That's the informant.
Oh, interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised, or like that said, that like tipped off the FBI.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they're all trying to save their own asses right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody that knows exactly where it is and what he did.
Yeah, it's like,
I
isn't good.
don't want to go to jail because this is going to get found out for sure. I didn't know that he had stolen any documents before this raid.
Yeah.
So hearing that he stole like a lot
of documents
and then has sort of been trickle truthing that he has more and more documents.
Just slowly,
Like it sounds like there were multiple times where he's like, all right, here's 10 boxes. And then they're like, do you have more? And he's like, no. And then they're like, I think you have more. And he's like, all right,
we're going to go back
boxes.
And get another fucking,
yeah. And then like the fucking, like the FBI, the anthropomorphized complete FBI
FBI
person,
man. Yeah.
FBI guy, has his feet up on his desk and then looks up and goes, do you think?
He probably has more documents.
He's got more documents.
He's got more documents, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah,
I think so.
Let's get another warrant. I don't even think we've gotten to warrants yet. We're still in just subpoenas.
Yeah.
This is willingly giving stuff over. Yeah.
I'm so surprised that it's not
immediate. Yeah, this should be immediate.
There's so many instances where he could just it could not lead to them breaking into his house.
Yeah. Bro, he had 3 passports. He could have fled the country.
Every fucking documentary about like serial killers and like people that have committed massive crimes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but that's my only that's
your reference point right now.
That's my reference of like a massive crime.
Yeah.
When the FBI eventually breaks into their house, it's like a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not like
they came
hey, we think
times.
you're the hey, here's an email. We think you're the fucking Zodiac killer. Are you? Turn yourself in, maybe. And then he doesn't respond for like 6 months.
6 months.
To a year.
To a year.
To a year and a half. To 2 years.
Hey, you think the Zodiac killer's still doing crimes?
Oh yeah, we should probably go to his fucking house.
Let's probably go to his house or something. Yeah, are you doing crimes?
And then
no?
meanwhile,
Okay.
people are getting fucking swatted every day.
Yeah, literally.
What are you doing?
What is going on? Yeah. God
bless.
God fucking bless. At the June 3rd meeting, one of Trump's attorneys falsely asserted in a written declaration to the DOJ that all classified materials had been returned, according to 4 New York Times sources. 2 months later, after the falsehood came to light, the Times reported that the signed declaration possibly indicated that Trump's legal team had not been forthright with federal investigators about the material. On June 8th, the FBI told Trump's team to better secure the storage area, so Trump aides added a padlock to the room.
Guys, I need you to go to Home Depot.
I need you to go get those high school lockers that you guys used to use back in the 11th grade.
Yeah.
And just keep the combination somewhere safe.
Yeah.
They also have a key, so you can, make sure there's in case you lose the combination. Put the key on it.
Those locks where if you hit it hard enough, it falls fucking off. Those ones, yeah.
Like ones where like an AK, if the government issued AK, you just.
Or literally any door if you take it off the hinges.
Yeah. Just a little. Bzz, 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 boop.
And if it's wooden. Fucking saw that shit off.
Saw that shit open, dude.
That's hilarious. They did not want to actually secure that room.
They were like, we got to go back into it. You never know.
No, they were like, the FBI's gonna show up.
Yeah,
and get
pointless.
those. We don't want them to not get these documents.
I don't want property damage. I don't want to put a big.
I want the. No, these documents, I want the FBI to have them.
Yeah.
Let's make it the most easy. That's fucking rebellious compliance.
Yeah.
That's malicious compliance
That is
right
pretty
there.
much-
That's what
yeah.
I'm trying to say.
All right, I get that. I get that. All right. On June 19th, Trump notified NARA that he had made Kash Patel, a former Trump administration official and journalist, John Solomon, political commentator, his representatives for access to presidential records of my administration. On June 22nd, the FBI subpoenaed the Trump Organization for surveillance footage at Mar-a-Lago, including views from outside the storage room.
Oh, shit.
The footage showed that boxes had been moved in and out of the room after one instance when the Justice Department had been in contact with Trump's representatives.
In sneaky ways. They were going all like, I gotta pick up this box and move it out of here.
DOJ is there? Like that's like it's a Scooby-Doo thing where it's like, all right, boop, boop, multiple doors.
Yeah, the security footage showed multiple people running out of doors and coming out of other doors.
Yeah, literally.
To a 70s montage.
God. Oh my God. All right. Okay. All right.
This is very good.
This is awesome. August 2022,
Okay.
FBI/DOJ obtained search warrant from federal court. Federal agents established probable cause to obtain a search warrant against Trump because while he had turned over some classified documents to federal authorities, agents suspected he was unlawfully withholding other classified information. I don't know why they would think that.
Yeah, seems like a pile on.
Yeah, seems like a witch hunt to me.
Yeah.
God. The warrant was obtained by Justice Department's National Security Division at the request of NARA to collect material that Trump had potentially not turned over to NARA. The New York Times reported, quote, 2 people briefed on the classified documents that investigators believed remained at Mar-a-Lago indicated that they were so sensitive in nature and related to national security that the Justice Department had to act. However, Attorney General Merrick Garland had contemplated for weeks whether to approve the application for the search warrant after many meetings between senior DOJ and FBI officials. Why would you wait? Why would you fucking wait?
That's funny, too, because I heard that Merrick Garland afterwards, like, I think in a press conference or something, like, showed up and was like, yeah, I fucking did that.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Which I thought was cringe, the way that it was like, it seemed like people were like, oh, hashtag I'm a Merrick Garland stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Where
Then
it's
he
like,
shows up and he dropped and it was a
mic.
fucking mic drop. I'm like, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was the most boring thing anyone's
very
ever
boring,
watched
yeah.
in their entire lives. But now I'm hearing all this other crap, and I'm like, maybe it was. Maybe he showed up and was like, yeah, motherfuckers. I'll fucking get the FBI to show up at your house,
yeah,
bitch.
we'll finally fucking do it. Let's go.
I don't know. Maybe he said that. I
Maybe
don't
he
know.
did, yeah. All right, so the search warrant showed that the FBI was investigating Trump for suspected violations of 3 federal laws. Title 18, Section 793, a part of the Espionage Act of 1917. Title 18, Section 1519, part of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. And Title 18, Section 2071. Trump had not been charged with any crime. If charged and convicted under the third law, Trump would be, quote, disqualified from holding any office under the United States. However, a number of legal scholars have questioned the constitutionality of that provision in the statute. Great, cool and fun that
Cool,
lawyers are going
yeah.
to be like,
No, good.
nah, that's cool. And then Supreme Court's like, no, yeah, he can run for president again.
Yeah,
That's
of course. Yeah.
cool. God. Federal magistrate judge Bruce Reinhart of the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of Florida approved the warrant on August 5th, 2022, reviewing and approving search warrants as a typical duty of federal magistrate judges. Legal experts noted that, given the high profile of the operation, the application for a search warrant granted on probable cause would have been scrupulously scrutinized by federal authorities. Will Hurd, a former CIA agent and former Republican congressman, said Trump and his lawyers admitted to and then handed over presidential documents improperly taken from and stored outside the White House. Of course, the FBI had probable cause to go in looking for more. That's
Yeah.
true.
Sure.
And we are finally here at the search.
Finally.
And this is, yeah, I'm not going to, there's inquiries and shit. We might read that, but let's see.
Mm.
On August 8th, 2022, at 9 a.m., FBI agents executed a search warrant searching Trump's residence at Mar-a-Lago for the materials specified in the search warrant, including classified materials. The material pertained to special access programs, according to the New York Times, and, according to the Washington Post, nuclear weapons. The FBI notified the Secret Service of the search a few hours in advance. The Secret Service facilitated the FBI's access to Mar-a-Lago, but did not participate in the search. Interesting. Trump's son, Eric Trump, stated on Fox News that he received a call about the search and informed his father shortly thereafter. Two of Trump's lawyers, Christina Bobb and Lindsay Holligan, were present for the search but were not allowed inside. Trump and his family watched most of the FBI search from New York remotely via a live video feed transmitted from Mar-a-Lago's system of security cameras. Trump and his attorneys refused the FBI's request to turn off the cameras. Wow. Wow. God.
What the fuck?
Fucking... What the fuck? Okay. FBI agents conducted the search using, quote, taint teams to ensure that no privileged correspondence between Trump and his lawyers were removed. The New York Times reported that FBI agents, quote, carried out the search in a relatively low-key manner and intentionally did not wear the usual navy blue agency jackets. FBI agents searched a storage unit in the basement where they broke through the newly installed padlock. They further searched Trump's second-floor office in the main house.
So it probably was a shitty one.
It was probably a really shitty one. Just like, snip.
Or just like...
Yeah, literally.
Like,
yeah,
just literally...
They're
my
coming. Let's make it
God.
easy on them. Maybe they'll give me pity in the sentencing if I put a really shitty lock.
Yeah.
God. What is it? They further searched Trump's second-floor office in the main house where they opened a, quote, hotel-style safe containing, quote, nothing of consequence, and finally Trump's residence. In accordance with the usual procedure for executing search warrants, the FBI provided Trump's counsel with a copy of the warrant and a detailed 3-page manifest called a property receipt, which listed the inventory of seized records. FBI agents seized 26 boxes from the club, including 11 sets of classified government materials, of which 4 sets were classified as top secret, 3 sets were classified as secret, and 3 sets of papers were classified as just confidential. One set of the documents was at least the highest classification level, top secret /SCI, meaning top secret / sensitive compartmentalized information. The seized material included binders, photographs, and handwritten notes. Some documents were related to Trump's pardon of his ally Roger Stone, and some were related to the president of France. The property receipt, signed by Trump's attorney at Christina Bobb at 6:19 p.m. at the end of the search, showed that Trump possessed documents marked TSC SCI and another item labeled Info Re President of France. Weird.
Well, wasn't the president of France like in that election that happened while Trump was president?
Maybe
He was like a piece of shit, and then he won, and it was like, oh my God, Trumpism is spreading across the nation.
That's possible.
Across
yeah.
the world. And so I'm like, wow, I never even put that together that he might even be, him and Russia might be
influencing other elections. Which I mean, let's be honest,
Well, yeah,
the U.S. has
that
done
makes
that.
sense.
Yeah, but like
wow.
putting 2 and 2 together now is like, God.
And Roger Stone as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that
like
piece of
pretty
shit.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool guy. Thanks.
Yeah. The FBI agents left the property around 6:30 p.m. with the boxes. Peter Schorsch, the publisher of FloridaPolitics.com, was the first to report on the event. Trump also publicly acknowledged the search. On August 14th, Trump demanded that the documents recovered by the FBI be returned to him. He claimed that some of the items seized were covered by attorney-client privilege and executive privilege.
No. No.
Nope.
I don't think so, man.
During the search, agents seized 3 Trump passports, of which 1 was expired. The passports were returned to Trump on August 15th. He can still leave the country then. He can still...
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because he's not charged with a crime, I get
Not
it.
yet, yeah. But
He should be.
yeah.
If you're breaking into his house.
I think, yeah, you guys probably know. I really can't wait.
At this point, yeah,
Yeah.
he's withholding documents.
He's withholding documents. Yeah, he's gonna...
It's not, he hasn't committed a crime yet.
Yet, or hasn't... The crime
hasn't
hasn't been found out yet.
Yeah.
The exact
Whatever it
thing
is.
that... Yeah,
Espionage.
true. Congressional inquiries. Representative Carolyn Maloney, chair of the House Oversight Committee, and Representative Adam Schiff, chair of the Home Intelligence Committee, sent a letter to Avril Haines, director of National Intelligence, DNI, requesting a classified congressional briefing and a damage assessment. House Republicans sent letters to FBI Director Ray Garland and White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain requesting documents relating to the search, and separately to Ray relating to his personal use of FBI aircraft. Whatever.
Yeah.
There's more important things than some guy using
Yeah, like-
an FBI helicopter.
And you've been using your helicopter too much, Mr. Trump.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Mark Warner and Marco Rubio, chair and ranking member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, sent a private letter to Garland and Haynes requesting that DOJ and ODNI provide the committee with the classified documents seized and a damage assessment of potential risks to national security.
This is actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the Republicans are like, get my dad back the nuclear codes.
Yeah, give them back. Come on. What was in it? I want to know.
Give us the nuclear codes, please.
Please and thank you.
So he can give them to fucking Putin, dog. Like,
yeah,
what?
literally. Like, why do you want to?
I'm like, I mean, listen, and I know that like Republicans have been trying to destroy America with Christo-fascism, you know? But like, this is like another level
of like, we're going to destroy this fucking country.
We're going to cause a nuclear war and ruin the world. Like, that's like, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking insane.
I thought none of us wanted that. I thought none of us wanted nuclear war.
I thought that was the whole point of mutually assured destruction, right?
Yeah.
God.
Or are you so dumb you just want to bomb all the brown people? And you think that'll get rid of the brown people? Like,
yeah,
that's like
it's just racism, man. Like, God. Fucking absolutely wild that they're going to this length.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, my privilege. I'm like, yeah. Somebody out there is like, yeah, duh, Sarah. Fucking duh, you idiot. And I'm like, listen, I don't know. I'm 25.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm just starting to see the world.
Just starting out. Fuck. Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is this? Release of search warrant and property receipt. In keeping with longstanding DOJ reticence to comment on ongoing investigations, as well as the tight limits Attorney General Merrick Garland placed on the search public statements, the government did not initially comment on the search. While the DOJ remained silent, a person close to Trump contacted a DOJ official to send a message from Trump to Garland. Trump wanted Garland to know that people around the country were angered by the search and what Trump could do to, quote, reduce the heat. That's a good threat. That's a good old fashioned, I'm an innocent person, so I'm going to threaten you.
Yeah. Just like all innocent people.
All innocent people. God, on August 11th, however, the DOJ filed a motion in court to unseal the search warrant and property receipt unless Trump objected to making them public. On the same day, Garland held a press conference in which he said the department has filed a motion to unseal the warrant and the property receipt, quote, in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter, and that he had personally approved the decision to seek the search warrant. Garland also stated that, quote, upholding the rule of law means applying the law evenly without fear or favor, and criticized, quote, recent unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI and Justice Department agents and prosecutors.
Yeah, okay, so that's the press conference I heard about.
Yeah, because that's the one where it's like, yeah, if you're a person in this country, you're gonna get...
and you steal federal documents,
you're gonna get
the FBI in your house.
It's gonna go fucking come for you, yeah.
You might not have multiple emails over a year and a half asking you to please give me back those documents. But
yeah,
you're gonna have the FBI at your house at some point. Yeah,
exactly. Trump later stated on social media that he supported the release of the warrant and related documents, though he declined to release them himself, and his legal team agreed that the court should release them. The search warrant and property receipt were unsealed and made publicly available on the afternoon of August 12th, with the signatures of 2 FBI agents redacted. Request to release the affidavit. The conservative group Judicial Watch and the Times-Union newspaper of Albany, New York, filed motions to unseal all documents in the court record. CNN, joined by the Washington Post, NBC News, and Scripps, made similar requests, including for the probable cause affidavits in support of the search warrant. The New York Times Company filed its own similar motion. CBS, the Palm Beach Post, the Miami Herald, the Tampa Bay Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Associated Press, and ABC also requested to unseal affidavits. On August 15th, this is a lot of, everyone just wants to know.
Everyone's got to know.
Everyone's got to know. It's the hottest new gossip on.
Well, because I'm like, you can't unseal top secret documents.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think
if it's the nuclear codes, you can't just like put it on Twitter.
Which that goes with like what you're saying about the conservatives. Because if like Judicial Watch is like just release all the documents,
right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it's like,
but then like New York Times is like, okay, maybe not that. But can we see why you guys are doing this?
Yeah, I think that's what they're asking is the documents related to the the case that's about to happen. Is like, hey, what's up with the warrant? What's up with the this? What's up with the affidavits? So I'm like, okay, the affidavits. I'm like, you can't ask for the documents to be unsealed.
Yeah, just like show me the documents.
You have to be president to see that.
Yeah, and I even know that I think Ken Klippenstein did his own because he does all those FOIA requests,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, I don't want to fucking see.
No, I don't want to see nuclear codes. Are you kidding me?
Can you just tell me what's in the documents?
Yeah, that's not for me. Yeah. It's like, no, can we get a description?
We need to know what he had. Yeah.
There has to be a document that said we think that the president has
something really, really bad.
The titles of these things.
Because if they saw something in those first 15 boxes or whatever that were wait a minute, we don't have all of this.
Well, it was 4 boxes of top secret information.
Yeah, and then at least 1 or 2 boxes of that the highest level, whatever it was. Yeah. Even then the top secret shit, that's already enough. And even classified, all of them are still bad.
Classified, yeah.
Yeah, classified and above is Jesus,
That's crazy, but it's the top secret, the highest
level. One where
that's
it's
freaking me out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
On August 15th, the DOJ submitted a court filing in which they opposed the release of the sworn affidavit used as the basis of the search warrant. The DOJ argued that, quote, this investigation implicates highly classified materials, and such a disclosure would compromise the integrity of the criminal investigation and the cooperation of witnesses in this matter, and, quote, other high-profile investigations, citing the, quote, widely reported threats made against law enforcement personnel in the wake of the August 8th search.
Yeah.
The DOJ stated that if the magistrate judge ordered the release of the affidavit, the necessary redactions would the necessary redactions would render the unsealed text, quote, devoid of any meaningful context.
Wow.
Saying that the, quote, redacted version would not serve any public interest.
So then that gives you some information of how much classified information was in there, because if it's all going to be redacted.
All redacted except for the word the. Yeah. Where it's
the president.
The president stole things. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be really bad.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be crazy
insanely
bad. And
he's got to go to jail,
He's
man.
probably going to go to jail. I even think I think this might be the thing, unironically. If it's this bad.
But I'm this is the culmination of well, now I'm convinced he was working with Russia.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We know for sure that Russia meddled with the election, the 2016 election.
To make Trump win, and then they became great, but
just in general, we know that they've interfered with the fucking 2016 election.
Yeah.
To release Hillary Clinton's email thing right before the fucking yeah. So we know that, and then we know that he talks to Russia, and then we know that he's been sticking his little fingies, which I try not to body shame Donald Trump. I think that's not fun.
No, yeah, I get it.
But he stuck his little fucking fingies in every single fucking pie ever.
Yeah.
And now he has some motivation for stealing classified documents afterwards. Yeah. And not just classified, the top level, higher than top secret.
The most secret that
the most possible secret documents
ever.
To the point where they've noticed that it was gone. There has to be so many fucking documents.
Yeah. So fucking
that somebody was wait, where are the nuclear codes?
Oh,
Joe Biden doesn't have the nuclear codes. What the fuck?
Fucking crazy.
It's gotta be wild.
It's gotta be wild. And I know it's gonna take a while for a lot of this shit to come out.
What if it's not? What if it's just a photocopy of
can't be
Abraham Lincoln's dead butt? What if it's just that?
Oh my god!
And the people that know about it are technically it's classified, so you can't have it.
But come on.
There's some guy out there getting drunk who knows what it is, and he's it's not even that big a deal.
It's not that big of a deal, yeah.
And
God, I really.
But it seems it's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be big.
The imagination runs wild when you don't know.
The imagination runs. I think it literally is the fact that they just raided. I think because I've never heard of this for a former president getting fucking raided. Because usually, former presidents for the most part don't really see Well, they also, I guess, don't
Well,
really
maybe
do
like
many
Nixon.
bad.
I don't know.
Maybe Nixon.
Maybe
yeah.
some shit happened to Nixon that I don't know about. But
Like, yeah, that's like the only
it's like-
reference is Nixon,
yeah,
and that feels quaint compared to
a
this.
little bit. It feels a little quaint.
It's like, oh, at least we knew what happened.
Yeah,
You
now
put
we-
a bunch of wires in the fucking.
yeah.
God. The DOJ requested the magistrate to instead unseal other information, including a cover sheet, the DOJ's August 5th motion to seal the warrant, and the judge's sealing orders of the same day. Many legal experts doubt the judge will unseal the entire document, given the DOJ's strong opposition and possible threats against witnesses and any named FBI agents.
Yeah. I can see why though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want. Seeing how like they've already like started trying to shoot up the fucking FBI places around the country, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man.
I want some visibility for sure because we got to know what it is and what's going on. But
like, I mean, like
understand
even
why
a
not.
vague statement of like something that we can all like. It means nothing, but it means everything. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah,
it's
but like at this level, like they can't say like, listen, guys, I can't tell you what's in it.
but it's
But
related
it's
to
not the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Like they can't
wink,
do
wink,
that.
yeah.
Wink wonk.
Because then everyone's gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ, man. On August 18th, the federal. Oh wait, is that today? Oh, it is.
Oh, yay.
On August
Hello.
18th, the federal magistrate judge held a hearing to discuss requests to unseal investigators' probable cause affidavit. Jay Bratt, the head of DOJ's counterintelligence division, said the investigation was in its, quote, early stages. He argued that releasing the affidavit could reveal investigative techniques, jeopardize the identity of, quote, several witnesses from their specific account of events, as well as expose federal agents to threats. Bratt revealed that the affidavit could, quote, contain, quote, substantial grand jury information, including details about how, quote, evidence of obstruction would be found at Mar-A-Lago. Several media organizations asked the judge to unseal it with the necessary redactions, citing the public interest. The judge signals that he planned to unseal portions of the affidavit and gave the DOJ a week to submit proposed redactions.
Ooh.
The judge unsealed several procedural documents relating to the warrant affidavit, including the criminal cover sheet and a redacted copy of the August 5th warrant application. The DOJ's original motion to seal warrant documents and the order granting the sealing request. All parties had previously agreed to the release of this information. Trump on social media has repeatedly called for the release of the unredacted affidavit. Multiple Republicans called on the DOJ and FBI to release the affidavits or share them to Congress.
Yeah, well, yeah. So their thing is they're like, well, yeah, if it's legal, then you should be able to say it. But if it's illegal, then you won't be. But I'm like, you have to understand that that's classified documents. Like, you can't just act like this. You can't just act like this and not have insane consequences.
Yeah.
This has to be completely dealt with professionally.
As privately as possible.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
Or else some fucking information is going to get out that
out
doesn't
and
need
leaked
to
and-
be
Yeah,
gotten
shared.
out.
Yeah. Wild, man. Fuck me,
How could
man.
you live in a post 9/11 world? A post terrorism world.
Terrorism world, yeah. Jesus, man.
Like, and that's not even like, I'm not afraid of fucking Muslims or anything. I'm afraid of white people in my town.
Yeah,
like,
no, this is like Nazi
they released
shit.
like information, and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be like Nazi terrorism.
Yeah, they're gonna use this
down the
information.
street for me. I'm like, no, please don't do that.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. This is gonna be.
Yeah, of course. That's why the right wants to be like, yeah, totally. Start
release them.
helter skelter.
Let's go, baby.
Ahead.
Let's go.
Start a huge fucking race war.
Let's get the Klan out. Let's go. Come on.
Especially if someone was about Roger Stone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to go into reactions, but now I kind of want to reading the first thing.
Okay.
And also, this is just fun for me. This is just because there's a lot, but like I might just do like a few highlights. I want to talk about Biden.
No, what did Biden say? What did that old fucker say?
What did this old cracker say? Let's see. Yeah. White House.
That's so mean.
All right, so
Okay.
reactions, White House. This is all again from Wikipedia. I'm just your audiobook right now.
Yeah.
Hire me for audiobooks.
I
So
want to get ice cream. That's what Joe Biden. This is my Joe Biden.
yeah, it's your
Let's all get Donald ice cream. All right, I'm
All right.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I just like him because he reminds me of like my dad
I get that. I get that.
and everybody else's grandpa.
Yeah. White House. The White House said that President Biden and White House officials were not aware of the search until it was reported on the news.
But it's been going on for so long. But I
Right.
get it. Samesies.
Yeah.
Same Biden.
Press
He
secretary.
just like me for real.
You just forgot. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Everyone forgot.
Yeah.
Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said those investigations should be free from political influence and did not comment on the search itself, except that the independent Department of Justice was carrying out the investigation. On August 17th, the White House, in a statement to CNN, condemned calls from some of the Republican Party to, quote, defund the FBI. Trump, his family, and
You can
his
say your
attorney.
name. It's
Yeah.
MTG, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know.
We all know it did, yeah. Trump, his family, and his attorneys. After the search, Trump released a shifting variety of defensive statements that were often contradictory and unsupported.
My first album's going to be called A Shifting Variety of Defensive Statements.
Yeah. Trump had used a similar strategy for decades, including during the investigation into whether the Trump campaign conspired with Russia and during Trump's first impeachment trial. Trump's statements after the Mar-a-Lago search did not explain why he continued to keep the documents in an unsecured location when government officials have been trying to collect them for over a year. Eric Trump said that his family was in possession of surveillance footage of the search and would release it, quote, at the right time. I don't know what the right time is. Yeah, that's weird. Many of Trump's allies, including Steve Bannon, have urged him to publicly release some of the footage or use it in political campaign ads. Others have cautioned him that releasing the tapes could backfire by revealing the sheer volume of classified information removed from his
I don't
residence
think that's a good idea,
Yeah.
guys.
and countering some of his unsupported claims.
Why would you do that? You guys are all crazy.
Yeah. The footage could further expose the identities of FBI agents videotaped and subject them to further threats of
That's
harassment.
so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So here's all the claims that the right's been making, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say the title of these because, like, claims of political motivation, claims of doctored implanted evidence. I don't even claims of full cooperation with federal investigators. Claims of Obama taking documents.
Obama taking documents.
Claims of declassifying all documents.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, yeah. And all the allies are, you know, like they're like, FBI.
Obama's not even anywhere near this at all.
But we gotta bring him in.
We gotta.
What's the Obama of this all? You know,
What's the Obama angle? That's wild. That's a wild fucking story, and there's gonna be a documentary about it in like a year.
Oh, for sure. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't. I don't care enough about the rest of this. But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
fuck that.
So yeah, no. Wild. That's wild as fuck, man. You know, I was kind of like, okay, there's something going on, but after reading all that,
That's a lot
that's
going
a
on.
lot more than I thought was going on.
Why are they so stupid? Like, why would they? Okay, the FBI told the Trump family not to surveil them. They did. They have the surveillance. They're keeping it for a
For
good
the right time.
the right
Just
time.
when we need it. And we're gonna use it in political campaign ads.
I'm like, you basically just admitted to blackmailing FBI agents because you have their identity and can
Yeah.
release it like supervillains.
Literally.
Like you publicly stated, I am going to blackmail the FBI.
This is the worst mob family I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta do this shit in secret. You gotta do your crimes
Yeah.
in secret, you dumbass. What the fuck? You can't go on MSNBC
And
or
then
like
just
fucking
Fox or
CNN.
shit and just be like, oh, we got
Have
it.
your goons be like, yeah, we're gonna blackmail this the
FBI,
USA,
the United States
of
government.
America.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Absolutely.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like
consequences for your fucking actions.
there should be, but I don't know if there are for this white idiot family.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna be really pissed off
I'm gonna be
if nothing happens.
If nothing, bro, something
actually
has to
more-
happen.
I'm more pissed off at the people that were like, guys, he's gonna get off scot-free, and after knowing all this information,
Yeah, I think there's. I don't think it's a coin flip anymore. I think that it's a little bit more weighed towards.
It's inevitable.
There's gonna be a consequence.
And if there's not, then there is gonna be a consequence of I'm going to riot.
Yeah.
I am going to riot.
I think there's gonna be huge fucking riots. Yeah, like, cause like, come on. And all this is happening too during like the January 6th committees too.
Yeah.
So that's going on.
That's
this
going
is
on at
going
the same
on.
time.
Like, come the fuck on. Like,
this is really fucking funny that he was like, I don't want to lose actually. And then they were like, no, you did. So you have to leave. And he was like, well, fine. I'm just going to commit a lot of crimes.
I'm just going
to start committing crimes. Fuck that.
Right.
And he like flips the desk.
Kicks
Kicks the trash can over.
All right, how do we have a rally and then bring everyone over to the place on January 6th when this is happening?
Yeah, he's just like a toddler. He's
just a
like,
toddler
he's a
just trying
toddler doing white collar crime.
Yeah. He's literally the boss baby. But
he
like,
is the boss baby if the boss baby
was
committed crime.
crimes, yeah.